What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for another FM21 rebuild. Today it is the turn of the Turin Giant. We are taking on the challenge of Juventus, and the main goal of this save is to improve the legacy of Cristiano Ronaldo and ultimately try and get Giorgio Chiellini a Champions League trophy. Let's jump into it. So guys, any of you who have watched the content before will know that when we do these rebuild videos, I give you guys who have subscribed to the channel a massive shout out for all the support that you have given the channel this week. What I do is I put up a graphic, it's already scrolling for you, who have, of all the people who have subscribed to the channel since last week's rebuild. If you've not seen last week's rebuild, please do go and check it out. It's Ajax. It's a very interesting one. We aim to try and recover the Champions League for Ajax. It's a very interesting rebuild, and I want to thank all you guys for subscribing since last week's episode. We are now over 7,000 subscribers strong, and we are powering our way towards our goal of 10,000. And if you want to be part of this sort of shout out in next week's rebuild, please do drop a subscription down below. It really will does mean a lot to me, so fingers crossed we can get to that 10k soon, because I know some of you guys want to see me completely shave this head and go bald. That's mainly the people that I work with. But we are talking about Juventus now. We will dive into the game, and as I said, we are talking Juve. We have taken over as the manager of Juventus for this rebuild. Moving things forward, as you can see, pre-season pretty good for us. Unbeaten in pre-season. We had a draw against Dortmund and we drew against Lazio, beating everybody else though. So we beat AC Milan, we beat Liverpool, we beat Manchester City, and the team is looking pretty darn sharp, I must say, going into this Serie A campaign. Obviously the competitions that we're in are pretty self-explanatory. Italian Serie A, Champions League, Italian Cup, Italian Super Cup, boom, we move forward. In terms of the club vision though, there's some interesting stuff in here, guys. Sign high reputation players, sign players based in Italy, sign players under the age of 20 for the future, and play entertaining football are all part of the club culture here at Juventus. Maintain the club's status as the most reputable team in Italy is an ongoing. That shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Work within the wage budget again, as something I do want to touch on actually. Juventus are in an absolute mess. Champions League, they want us to reach quarterfinals, win the Serie A, reach the final of the Italian Cup, and they don't care about the Super Cup. They want us to also work towards becoming the most reputable team in the world and grow the club's reputation. Now this is possible. We will flick over to the finances tab. As you can see, 48, almost 49 million in the balance. 23 million pound transfer budget, which some of you guys will think first season of FM21 with all the rules and restrictions and stuff that's gone into the game, that's actually pretty good, Steve. And I would agree with you, but, and there is a but, we thought Barcelona was bad. Check this out, guys. But Juventus have a net debt of miscellaneous debt, according to Football Manager, of 325 million pounds, which is astronomical. And we are making monthly repayments of 2.9 million, and it looks like we will be paying this debt for 10 years. Obviously we got a bit of transfer debt in there as well. It's absolutely ridiculous the state that Juve are in as well. Obviously they are one of the clubs that were pushing for the European Super League, and finances like this can sort of show you guys as to why that was the case. In terms of transfers though, guys, we've not really made any. We'll go into the history. Obviously all of this was here before me, and the last transfer is Weston McKennie on loan. We've not really done any outs either. I've not really touched any of the transfers, to be perfectly honest. I think this Juventus team is good enough to power forward. So we go into the tactic that we are using today. We are using the GYRFM Nice to Meet You. It is a sort of 3/5 back formation. It's kind of like 5-3-2 is basically how I'm going to put it. We've done a video on this on the channel. It's a fantastic tactic. We've reviewed it, we've tested it on a number of different teams. Please go and check that video out. It's a great tactic. I'll flash up the thumbnail so that you guys can see what the thumbnail looks like, so you can easily find it on my channel. There is a playlist for GYRFM's videos. Please do go and check him out. Tactical genius, this guy. So this is kind of what it is. Got three central defenders, obviously suits the Italian sort of system. 2 attacking wing backs, 3 players across the midfield, 𝘼𝙗, deep line playmaker, Roman playmaker, deep line forward. I think this is going to suit 𝘼𝙗 really well, and then that advanced forward. Obviously we've got Morata on loan first season, but what we're going to do is we're going to pick the best 11, and obviously CR7 comes in. Obviously we've got 𝘼𝙗 as well. He's got a dislocated shoulder, I think he has at the moment. Cuadrado and Alexandro are injured, as is Cristiano himself. And we're going to start the season against Napoli, and I don't know if any of these guys are going to play. Obviously, some of the key players for us, obviously, Chiellini and Bonucci still rocking it at the back for Juve. Obviously, 𝘼𝙗 is another absolute monster. 𝘼𝙗, Ronaldo, other ones to touch on who I think are actually going to be quite big in this save. Demiral, I actually rate Demiral so much. Kulievski, I think he could be a little interesting player for us, because probably is the roaming playmaker or the 𝘼𝙗 in this central midfield 3. It's not where I would play him out of choice. He's definitely much more of an inside forward, inverted winger sort of player to play on that right hand side, but obviously we don't have a player there in that position ourselves. We've got a lot of depth. I am actually very, very pleased with the squad right off the bat. Obviously we're going to touch on Ronaldo. He's currently on £1 million a week, age 35, so yikes. Hopefully we can figure this out. I'm going to simulate the whole season. We're going to come back at the end of season 1, and hopefully we've had a very good season. We've won the Serie A and we've gone deep inside the Champions League, because the goal is to get Chiellini a Champions League trophy. Let's go into it. So here we are then, guys. This is the end of season 1. We are Italian Super Cup winners. We were knocked out in the first round of the Italian Cup by Torino, knocked out in the quarterfinals of the Champions League by PSG. 6-2 on aggregate, not really good. Obviously we conceded 4 at home, which is yikes. Playing against Mbappe with this sort of defensive line, Chiellini and Bonucci not the quickest. They are going to cause some issues. It looks like they've signed 𝘼𝙗 and Corona as well in this particular one. Ryan Christie, why? 12.25 million for Ryan Christie, absolutely ridiculous. PSG signed some ludicrous players in these rebuild challenges, man, and he scored against us as well. So we go out in the quarterfinals, we win Serie A relatively comfortably, I will say. Looking like we're sort of powering on, maintaining that reputation as the best club in Italy. 5 losses throughout the course of the season, all away from home. 4 draws and 29 victories, winning the league by 9 points, which isn't too bad. But it's obviously the Champions League that we are gunning for in this Save the Most. Winning the Serie A is sort of part and parcel of doing that. First round of the Italian Cup is shocking though, isn't it? Who did we get knocked out by? Torino on penalties. Ronaldo scored late as well. We didn't deserve anything here. Ronaldo scored a penalty in the 84th minute, and then scored again in the 89th minute, and then missed the penalty in the shootout. It's standard Ronaldo, isn't it? But missed the penalty in the penalty shootout when they played Chelsea, when they won the Champions League, when he was playing for United. So yeah, sounds like Ronaldo. Great player nonetheless. So as you can see, top goal scorer in every competition is CR7. Had a very good year despite being 35 years of age, turning 36. 28 goals, 5 assists. Really high average rating, almost a goal per game in all competitions. Absolutely ridiculous. And yes, we have given Cristiano Ronaldo another contract. He will be going again. Yeah. Well, yeah. Another year, $1 million a week. It's Ronaldo, isn't it? Ronaldo. Don't you worry about it. It's Ronaldo. So head down, transfers, season 2. We've got a little bit of money to spend. We've got 60 million. I don't know where they're pulling this from, because we're in even more debt than we were at the start of the first season. Fingers crossed we could do something over the summer with some of this money. So then, guys, we are kicking things off with the transfers for Rebuild Season 2, and we've strengthened that midfield core. I wanted a number of options to bring players in. AC Milan didn't exercise the option for Sandro Tonali. We have to sign players based in Italy, so Tonali kind of does that. I think he could be a good little option. Everyone's seen Tonali. I sign him quite a lot, but actually being at Juventus, it does make the most sense out of all the places that we've been so far. He's currently in the under-20s and probably will stay there for another year or so. We exercised our own option to sign Weston McKennie from Schalke. Obviously, the American international, I think he's great. Very, very good player for us last season. Played, what's that, 33 times in all appearances, 20 starts, 13 substitute appearances. We bought him for 17 million, and I think he could be a great player for us in this save, so that's why I exercised that option. And we picked up 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 as well. He was transfer listed at Barcelona. I think he would be a player that Juve would go and pick up in real life. I think he's great. Obviously, in real life, he's gone to RB Leipzig. Probably a better move for him, to be honest. I don't know how much game time he's going to get, but you never know how many times someone like 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 is going to come up inside FM, so we pulled the trigger. Outgoings, lots of loans, only amounts to 1.8 million. It's not the end of the world, is it? We move forward. Competition's obviously the same for. We are in the Champions League yet again. And pre-season, we played less games so far. In pre-season, we beat Lazio, we beat Milan, we beat Inter, we beat Benevento. So I'm hoping, considering we played a lot of Italian teams, we've been relatively successful with them. Didn't concede a goal against either Milan side, AC or Inter, with a 7-0 aggregate score over the pair of them. I'm hoping we can kind of carry that into the league and ultimately into the Champions League. I'd like to win the Italian Cup as well, but it's not really a huge priority for me. The club vision is staying very much the same. They're disappointed that I've not signed players based in Italy, despite signing a third of my players from Italy. They're disappointed in the signing of Tonali anyway, despite the reason I did it was to adhere to this club culture, which they say they're very disappointed from. What can you do? What can you do? We're working within the wage budget. They want us to win the Champions League this year, win Serie A, reach the final of the Italian Cup, and they don't care about the Super Cup standard. Work towards repairing the club's financial damage. It's great to see these in here because it really needs to happen. Some of these clubs are an absolute mess. Grow the club's reputation and develop the best youth academy in the country. We'll look at the finances. I spent a lot of the money, not a million a week anyway, so the net debt has gone down though a decent amount. Obviously the league money, the TV money comes in and basically goes straight back out to pay some of the debt, hence why the summary is very much like this. So we get all of our money and then it goes out of our bank account. That's pretty much the way it goes. We also spent a decent amount as well, but soon I think we'll get a little bit of money to spend and maybe recover the coffers a little bit. We're going to get into the season, kicking things off with Lazio, actually away from home. It's a very, very tough game. I'll be back at the end of season 2. And we are back, and we have retained the Serie A. We've won the Italian Cup, so League and Cup double, runners up in the Italian Super Cup. What happened there? We lost to Atalanta 1-0 in the final. That's quite disappointing. We win the Italian Cup. We beat Atalanta. This time we get the one back on them there, but unfortunately knocked out in the first round of the Champions League by Barcelona 6-2 again. Means we got absolutely pumped in the game at the Bernabeu. Griezmann, Messi, Pedri, Fati, Pjanic, De Jong. Doesn't look like they signed anybody. You just got the better of us. Okay, fair play. Why are we in the Club World Championship? Maybe from being a semi-finalist a couple of years prior. I don't know. I don't know why this is here. Friendly Cup, nobody cares about. We won the league by even further this year. Let's expand the Serie A. 4 losses, all away from home again. Atalanta, Fiorentina, AC Milan, and Genoa. Scored 105 goals, though. 13 of those coming against Spal. Ronaldo scored 34. Yeah, he scored 34. He's 37. Do I renew his contract? You'll have to find out. At the moment, I'm really torn. Dybala bossing things though. High average rating of 8 in the league, which is ridiculous. 17 assists, obviously putting him on a plate for Ronaldo, and the most player of the matches as well. Szczesny up there with the clean sheet holders, doing very, very well with 20 himself. But that 105 goals is absolutely ridiculous. Champions League still getting past us though, which is really, really difficult. Because that's the trophy I actually really do want to win with Juventus. So they've been runners up so many times and got to the final. It's just they just need to win a trophy, and that's basically why they brought in Ronaldo, isn't it? To win them the Champions League, and it didn't work in real life. So that's why I want to try and make it work in FM. Season 3 will be upon us very soon. I've got a smaller transfer budget this year. We're in debt. And I've got a £25 million budget. I think I'm going to have to move some players. We've gone back up to 350 mil net debt, which is gross. We've not really put a dent in that at all. So hopefully for season 3, we can sell some players, move some people on, and get our heads down and sort this financial situation out whilst trying to pick up that Champions League trophy. Okay, season 3 is upon us, and we are kicking things off with the transfer business. Rolando Maldonado, never played for us, sold him for 11 million. I butchered your name, my dude. I apologize. Sold him for 11 million to Torino. Not too shabby at all. Pays for our new goalkeeper, Dominik Livakovic. I actually think he's going to battle it out with Szczęsny to be our goalkeeper. Buffon has now retired. He has now retired. I let him retire. It's fine. I think it was time for him to retire, to be perfectly honest. So Livakovic comes in for 10.25 million. And we also have the pre-arranged transfer of Federico Chiesa. He was very good in the Euros, but unfortunately doesn't really fit into my system. So he's not been playing a great deal. But the transfer was already pre-arranged, so there's not really much I can do for it. We paid 38.5 million for him, which is painful for a player who doesn't actually fit in our team. The finances, though, we've got 14 million. I need to adjust this wage budget. We don't have 14 million. We got nothing. 120 million in the overall balance, and the debt and the loan has gone down to 210. So it's so up and down each season by season. It's absolutely crazy. In terms of the projections, yeah, it's not looking pretty, guys. It's not looking pretty. The profit and loss definitely on the decline. In terms of the squad, though, he's here. Another year. We've renegotiated his deal. Despite being 37, he's going to be 37 for the majority of the season, turning 38. I want him to get to 200 appearances for Portugal. That would be crazy. But he is now on 675k. He's still got 13 pace. It's 37. Do you know what? I still think he's going to be my top goal scorer. He's just got 14 in the European Championships, which is just absolutely crazy. It's quality. Sorry, World Cup European qualifying. He's got 14 goals and 13 assists in 10 appearances for Portugal. Guy's a machine, absolute machine. But he is still here. He's 37. Chiellini's 37. We've let some contracts expire. Dsciglio and Perrin, yeah, contracts are expiring. We're keeping some of the old boys, the firm. Ronaldo and Chiellini will stay for another season, and then we'll see what we can do, really. In terms of the vision, again, saying relatively straightforward, develop the best youth system in the country. They're disappointed with this. We don't have any money to develop our youth system. I don't know what you want me to do. They're very happy that we sign players based in Italy, despite this time 50% of my transfers only coming from Italy. That's fine. Apparently that's cool. They're happy with the financial aspect of Chiesa signing. The game already did that. There's not really much I can do. The game, it was already done. It was predetermined. Play entertaining football. I'm glad they're happy with that. Most reputable team in Italy, done. Work within the wage budget. Now I've readjusted it, done. And then specific amount of deals for first team players that sort of kind of contradict each other. I can only offer a 1-year deal to Ronaldo, but that's probably just about right. Champions League, reach the semi-final, win the Serie A, reach the final of the Italian Cup, Super Cup, they don't care. My contract expires at the end of the season. Fingers crossed they renew it. And grow the club's reputation. Ravella's gone out on loan as well. They're happy with that. He's gone out to Valencia, who are paying a decent wedge for him. So season 3, obviously these are the competitions, relatively straightforward. One thing I do need to touch on was the Club World Cup. Where are those fixtures? I can't remember where they've gone. Here it is. Let's go on here. Let's go matches, fixtures and results. So obviously, as you can tell, we didn't win it. Liverpool did win it. We came third. We beat Man City on penalties in the end, which was okay, sure. We lost to Liverpool, the eventual winners in the semis, which is not too bad. We beat Sao Paulo on the route. And we beat Ulsan, Hyundai on the route, and we beat Santos on the route. So it was very interesting competition that we didn't win. Club World Championship, unfortunately, we beat Man City Are these fixtures on here? Are they at the bottom here? Yeah, they are. Okay, so yeah, we beat Santos 3-2. We beat 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 3-0. And then we beat Sao Paulo 3-0. And then, yeah, lost 2-1 to Liverpool. Salah and Jordan Henderson getting the goals there in a game where Alex Sandro was sent off. He was sent off a decent amount in this one because he got sent off against Santos as well. And then obviously beating Man City on penalties to come third, which isn't the end of the world from the bird's nest over in China. The other games, obviously, we didn't play too many in pre-season because we'd already kind of come back early and played a decent competition anyway against good teams. Played a couple games, beat some lesser sides, and then drew 0-0 with Real Madrid. So it is competition time yet again. We got the same four. Let's move on. Season 3. Let's get it. Champions League this year. Come on. Stay with me. Champions League this year. If you drop a like on the video down below, we'll win the Champions League this year. I bet you. Okay. Season 3 is back. We're done. Did you like the video? Let me know. I hope you did. Because we won the Champions League. However, the rest of the season was probably a catastrophe. We finished third in the Serie A, 3 points behind AC Milan. We did win the Champions League, runners-up in the Italian Cup. We were runners-up. We got beaten again by Atalanta. And in the Super Cup, we lost again to the same team, Atalanta, doing the business on us. However, we did pick up the big one. We've won a Champions League. Cristiano Ronaldo, at 38 years of age, has won us another Champions League. Let's go to the final. And it was Ronaldo who got the goal. He's won us yet another. He's won me yet another Champions League, and himself yet another Champions League. The guy's an absolute monster still. He's 38 now. And you know what? I'm going to renew his contract again for another year. The guy who scores the winner in the Champions League final, you cannot get rid of him. You cannot let him retire. I'm going to try and coax him into staying. Has he got anywhere near that 200 caps? 199 caps for Portugal. Let's go, Ronnie. Let's go. But it's a Champions League victory again. If we jump in the schedule, I'm going to filter it just by the Champions League. Champions Cup. So Manchester United, Benfica and Cologne in the group. Dodgy group, but we somehow get through despite losing 3 of the games. Lost 3, won 3, but somehow we scrape it through. Then we knock out Valencia, who obviously Ravella is on loan to in the first knockout round. Then we beat Manchester United. We lose 2-0 at Old Trafford, but beat them 3-0 back at the Juve Stadium. We play Man City in the next round, 4-0 at home. Ronaldo with a brace. Kulievski. Ronaldo's just dragging it, isn't it? He scored 2 against wow. Did he score in almost every knockout game? Guy's a monster. Look at him. Scored against Valencia there. Scored against Valencia there. Didn't score at Old Trafford. Probably out of respect. Scored against United at home. Scored 2 against City at home. Scored 2 at the Etihad. And then scores the winner in the final. Guys, he's 38. He's 38. He scored 42 goals this season. He didn't have a substitute appearance. 42 goals. And he missed pens. Mad. Absolute madness. But the one that I'm actually frustrated about is the Serie A. AC Milan, not even coming out of nowhere compared to the previous season. Last season we had 90 points. The first season we had 91. This season, a woeful 76. We lost 6 games. We drew 10 of them. But ultimately, we won the Champions League, which is the one we are trying to win. But I kind of want to win a bit of everything. So we're going to go another season to see if we can, 1, retain the Champions League, and 2, try and recover the Serie A title. Season 4, back in a second. Right then, guys, it is season 4 time, and we made some very, very good free transfers for season number 4. Gini Wijnaldum has come and joined us from Liverpool. He's pretty old now. He's 32 years of age, but still offers a lot for our midfield. Very, very experienced player. I'm happy to welcome him in on a free transfer. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪. I've signed this guy a decent amount in some of these rebuilds as well. Another ball-playing defender, kind of backup option for some of our older guys. Obviously, Chiellini and Bonucci not getting any younger. We also signed Jan Oblak. I don't know why he was on a free transfer from Atletico Madrid, but he was. As soon as that 1st of January hit, we were on him straight away. We've signed Jan Oblak. He's going to come in as our main goalkeeper, which is going to actually relegate Wojciech Szczesny to backup, which is fine because he's quite old. But that does mean we sold Dominic Livakovic the other way. So we got Atletico Madrid to let go of Jan Oblak for free, and we sold them Livakovic because he wasn't going to play for us for 15 million, which could ultimately rise to 17.5. So we've actually made money in this transfer window, which is very, very rare. In terms of the finances, we've still got 16 million. We've got 163 in the bank, and that debt is down to 101 million. We are absolutely crushing it. A lot of it is because we won in the Champions League. That's simply it. That has to be it. In terms of the club vision, let's do that one first. All the same stuff for the contracts and stuff. Maintain the club status as the most reputable team in Europe. We are number one in Europe. Obviously, that kind of goes with winning the Champions League. Maintain the club status as one of the biggest, as the biggest team in the world. I didn't realize we were the biggest team in the world. They want us to reach the semis of the Champions League. European Super Cup, not important. Win the Serie A, win the Italian Cup. So we power on, in terms of competitions, we played the European Super Cup already. We won. As you can see, Ronaldo scored again. He is a beast. We are Champions League winners. AC Milan were Europa League winners, and we beat them 2-0 in extra time. And it's Ronaldo again, isn't it, guys? 93rd minute. He's finally got the 200 caps for Portugal. 200 caps, 129 goals. Ridiculous. He's 38. He's still my star player. I don't care. Man's a machine. He's still got 12 pace. I don't have 12 pace, and I'm 30. It's mad. I honestly, I cannot justify how good Cristiano Ronaldo is, and this strike partnership in this formation of Ronaldo and Dybala is absolutely something to die for. Obviously, we've got these competitions again. We're not in the Italian Super Cup because we didn't win anything, so that's one less thing to worry about. But Italian Cup, Champions League, Italian Serie A, can we retain the Champions League as we go into the 2023-2024 season with an old Cristiano Ronaldo? It's the end of season 4, and we've gone back to back. We have retained the Champions League trophy, which I can assure you guys is no mean feat. Real Madrid doing the three-peat down here is absolutely crazy, but we have now won it back to back. We beat PSG in the final. Let's open up that and see what happened. Weston McKennie and Denzel Dumfries, I will talk about him in a second, have done the business in the final. An interesting PSG team: Onana, Kimmich, who they've bought, Nuno Mendes, Kessie, I assume that's Florentino Luis. It is. The man with excellent teeth, Arezzo. They've got a good team, PSG, but we beat them. I do need to talk about transfers first and foremost. Don't look at the screen. Okay, so obviously I mentioned Wijnaldum, Van Housen and Oblak coming in for free transfers. In the January, we had loads of money to spend, and I don't know why, so I spent it. Denzel Dumfries, another fullback. He was at Man City. I believe he's an AZ Alkmaar player. PSV. Wrong Dutch team. Sorry, don't kill me in the comments. He was great in the Euros as a wing back. Did really, really well. So I thought I'd bring him in as another option. I hate paying £55 million for an option. He's my number one option, but another depth player, another player who can play in that position. We also bought Reguilon from Tottenham for 63, could rise to 81. I started paying installments, guys. I know you're going to say that I cheesed it a little bit with the installments coming much later after this rebuild, but I'm sorry, I'm trying to win stuff. We sold Livakovic, yeah. So we improved throughout the course of the season. And we've won back the Italian Serie A, which is fantastic. So a treble, 87 points. It's not our highest points return, but we've done very, very well, kind of recovering it towards the end of the season there, which is quite nice to see. 5 losses all this season, all away from home, standard. Torino, Atalanta, Inter, Lazio and Fiorentina. But we did pretty well. Only 83 goals scored this year. Ronaldo's slowing down, isn't he? No. He scored 38 goals in 57 appearances in all competitions. The man is still going, 39 years of age. His contract runs out at the end of next year, but I have a feeling he's going to retire now. 39 years of age. If he plays this season, this upcoming season, he's going to be 39 going into 40, which is mad. In this save so far, how many goals has he scored? Boatloads. Absolute boatloads. He's averaging, his lowest average rating for the season in Serie A is 7.14. The guy is a machine. Anyway, let's do the Champions League stuff. Let's look at the Champions League again. First and foremost, Italian Cup, lost to Inter, lost 1-0. Disappointing with this one, actually, to be perfectly honest. Losing to Inter, a clean sweep would have been fantastic. Champions League, no, sorry. Let's go into the schedule. Filtered by all competitions and the Champions Cup. So RB Salzburg, Celtic, and Chelsea in our group this time. We go through top of the group, just about 3 wins, 3 draws. Then we take on Bayern Munich. We draw 1-1 away, Ronaldo, standard. We beat Bayern Munich at home, Ronaldo, standard. Lose to Liverpool away. Difficult place to go is Anfield on a European night, but we beat them 3-0 back at home. Weston McKennie doing the business there. And 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, Denzel Dumfries with the goal against his former club, actually, in this save. We bought him from Man City and he scored against them at the Etihad. Then Ronaldo doing Ronaldo things, scoring in the 75th minute, giving us an away goal. The tie finished 2-2 on aggregate, but obviously we go through on away goals. And then obviously we've touched on Weston McKennie and Denzel Dumfries getting the goals in the Champions League final at Wembley. So we go back to back. And I kind of want to have one more go at things, one more run, season number 5, because you don't get 3-peats. You just don't. Madrid did it. And in Football Manager, you really, really rarely get the opportunity to do this. So I wanted it. So let's see. Season number 5. Can we improve on almost perfection? I'll be back in a sec. Right then, guys, this is season 5. This is the 5th and final one. I kind of want a 3-peat. I want back-to-back Champions Leagues, so I've kind of gone for it. We sold Mariba to Real Madrid. He's gone. I don't care. He wasn't playing as much as I thought he would, actually, to be perfectly honest. Sold him for 30. That could rise to 38. We brought in Phil Foden on a free transfer. Absolutely ludicrous that he didn't sign at Man City. I think it was down to not really playing. I thought it was down to not really playing enough, but he's played a lot. We signed for Pau Torres as well on a free transfer from Villarreal. We also signed Burak Ince on a free transfer. I've done a Wonder Kid video on this guy. Go and check it out. He's a monster. I thought for free, why not? He's quite young. We also paid a lot of money to PSG in this window. 41 million for Lokonga. Obviously, you guys will be aware he has signed for Arsenal in real life, the Anderlecht midfielder. A very versatile option for me in that central midfield spot. And 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, 160 million. He was at PSG. I just paid the money. Ronaldo has retired eventually, which I'm devastated about because I thought he was going to stay with me for this entire save. But this is going to be the team. Oblak in goal, Demiral, Romero, De Ligt, Dumfries, Reguilon, Foden, Bentancur, Weston McKennie, 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 and Haaland. If this doesn't win me the Champions League, nothing will. This is my last roll of the dice. These are the boys. I'm hoping it goes fantastically according to plan. These are the competitions. Obviously, we're in the Super Cup again. We won that one. We beat Arsenal 1-0. De Ligt popped up with a goal. Someone's going to have to turn up now instead of Ronaldo in these big games, and I'm happy to see De Ligt getting on the score sheet. We're back in the Italian Super Cup after winning Serie A last season. Italian Cup, Champions League, Serie A. And in terms of the club vision, very disappointed that we've not signed players based in Italy, but we spent a lot of money. So we'll see. Happy with everything that I'm doing in terms of the 5-year plan. Disappointed again in the youth system, whatever. Champions League, they want us to reach the semi-final. Don't care about the European Super Cup, but we want it anyway. Doesn't matter. Win the Serie A, win the Italian Cup, and they don't care about the Super Cup. In terms of that financial debt, though, guys, it's gone back up. 195 million. It sort of goes up at the start of the season, down at the end of the season, up and down. We've kind of almost halved it. We're kind of moving forward, but that's kind of it, guys. This is the run. Can we 3-peat the Champions League with Juventus and make this the most successful rebuild in terms of trophies I think I've ever done? Let's dive into it. And I'm not going to beat around the bush, guys. We're diving in. We've won it all. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪 Haaland replaces CR7 as the Mr. Prolific, turning up in the big games. We have won everything. You would have seen us win the European Super Cup before the season started, beating Arsenal 1-0. We won the Italian Super Cup as well. We beat Inter in extra time. Chiesa popping up with that goal, which is fantastic. We win the Italian Cup as well, beating Roma 2-0 in that final. Dybala with a penalty and Erling Haaland, the strike force duo of dreams, getting the job done. Champions League, we'll cover that in a second. And the Italian Serie A, if we expand that, just the 3 defeats this season at home. It's the first time we've lost at home in God knows how long in this whole save, I think, in terms of league matches. Anyway, losing at home to Torino. 38 goals for Erling Haaland. Guy's a driller. He scores goals. Dybala, again, 26 assists for him. 19 player of the matches. 𝘼𝙗𝙤𝙪, 21 clean sheets as well. Absolute monster. Bossed it. We win the trophies. We win the trophies. We get the job done. Champions League final. We beat Arsenal. Season ended as the season started, and I said Haaland is the man. He's replaced Ronaldo. Popped up with that goal in the Champions League final in the 22nd minute. And it's just things you love to see, guys. We've three-peated the Champions League. Let's have a look at the Champions League this particular season. Champions Cup, we win. We lost to Salzburg. I was just about to say we won all the way through. We beat Dortmund, lost to Salzburg, then beat Monaco twice. Dortmund again, Salzburg at home. Absolutely blitz past Benfica, 5-2 on aggregate. Demolish Inter, to be perfectly honest. 7-1 on aggregate. Haaland doing the business in a lot of these games as well. Atletico Madrid, we swap goalkeepers, and it looks like we're on the better end of it. Demiral, Foden, Dybala getting the goals at home. Then we win 1-0 away. Dybala again on the score sheet, and then obviously Erling Haaland in the final at the Nou Camp, lifting that 3rd Champions League trophy in a row. As you can see, runner-up in 16-17, runner-up in 14-15, runner-up in 2002-2003, runner-up in 97-98, runner-up in 96-97. They did win it in 95-96, but this has been a very successful run for Juve. Obviously, they've won the Champions League previously, but guys, boom. 3 Champions Leagues in a row. What more can you ask for? So then, guys, that is definitely Juventus rebuilt back-to-back Champions League trophies. Let me know down in the comments who you would like to see me rebuild on next Sunday's video. And as I mentioned at the start, if you want to be part of our subscriber shout out, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Like the video if you've enjoyed it. And until next time, guys, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and I'll see you on another rebuild next Sunday.